Hello, everyone. Today's article is titled China Rethinks 996 Work Culture. It looks at how China's tech and manufacturing sectors are slowly moving away from the infamous 996 schedule, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. The story highlights the tension between productivity and health, and how cultural change may be just as important as government rules. Let's pause for a moment before we move into the article. Before we examine what happened, it helps to consider a larger theme that gives us context. This will guide how we understand the story that follows. This brings us to the theme of work-life balance in high-growth economies. Rapid development often comes with long hours and relentless pressure to perform. For years, China's 996 culture symbolized dedication and ambition, but it also led to burnout, health crises, and declining creativity. Now, as growth stabilizes, some companies are rethinking what true productivity means. The challenge is whether societies can define success not just by hours worked, but by sustainable well-being. Do you think longer working hours always lead to higher productivity, or can they sometimes reduce it? Longer working hours do not always equal higher productivity. In fact, research shows that fatigue, stress, and health problems reduce efficiency after a certain point. China's 996 culture illustrates this paradox. While workers spent more time at their desks, many struggled with burnout, mistakes, and declining innovation. On the other hand, shorter and more predictable schedules can increase focus and motivation. When employees know they have time for family, rest, and personal growth, they often bring more energy and creativity to work. The challenge is cultural as much as legal. Unless both managers and employees value balanced schedules, rules alone will not change habits. True productivity comes from sustainable rhythms, not endless hours. Now, to understand this article better, we need to familiarize ourselves with key vocabulary. We'll go over 3 important expressions, learn their meanings, and see them in action with example sentences. Let's start with linger. It means to remain or stay in a place longer than expected. In the article, the 996 culture still lingers in many Chinese offices despite being ruled illegal. Here is an example. The smell of coffee lingered in the room long after breakfast. Next, we have dial back. It means to reduce the strength or intensity of something. In the article, companies like Medea are dialing back work hours by encouraging staff to leave earlier. Here is an example. The speaker dialed back his criticism to avoid offending the audience. Finally, let's look at extinct. It means no longer existing or alive. In the article, overtime culture is said to be far from extinct in China. Here is an example. Dinosaurs have been extinct for millions of years. Now that we've explored the main themes and vocabulary, let's reinforce our understanding with a summary dictation exercise. Listen carefully and fill in the blanks. For years, workers in China's tech and manufacturing sectors followed the 996 schedule, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week. Although it was declared illegal in 2021, this practice lingers. Recently, some major firms have started enforcing earlier closing times, citing health and productivity benefits. Still, the national average work week remains above 48 hours, and many employees fear leaving on time will hurt their career prospects. Real change may require stricter enforcement and a cultural shift. Let's check the answers and review what each word means. The first answer is manufacturing. It means the process of making goods or products in large quantities, usually in factories. The second answer is declared. It means officially announced or stated something publicly. The third answer is productivity. It means the rate at which work or goods are produced, especially in relation to time or effort used. The fourth answer is prospects. It means the chances or opportunities for future success or advancement. The fifth answer is enforcement. It means the act of making sure that laws or rules are followed. Well done, everyone! We've explored how the 996 schedule pushed productivity at the cost of workers' health, and how companies are now experimenting with shorter hours. We also learned vocabulary to describe persistence, reduction, and disappearance. Here's a final reflection. Do you believe shorter work weeks can actually increase creativity and efficiency? We'll revisit this in our next review session. Until then, keep reflecting on how time at work connects to innovation and well-being.